Yes. But for entitlement, everybody is entitled to something at one point or the other. And if you're owing anybody an entitlement, please give the person that entitlement.
So particularly for Nigerians in diaspora, most of us at home feel like those ones are rich.
Yeah.
You say waiting. You do waiting.
They are okay, they are doing well for themselves, right? So they owe the society giving back, giving back to Nigeria. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I used to join the majority to think that way, you know, until I moved into the city where I am right now, and also discovered that people from the village see you in this part of the world as more privileged.
Yes.
It is meant for those who dig pit.
And then discovered that it's not every, request made that was able to be granted. And then, talking about the maturity I talked about earlier on, I put myself in the shoe of those outside and understand that the same way that we, let me use the word hustle in quotes here, is the same way they do over there.
I beg you.
And sometimes it clicks, other times it doesn't. So if you put yourself in their shoe by understanding, you will know that it's not every time that their hustle out there pays. And that's the reason why it's not every time they'll be able to reach out to, people back home, at that point. And feeling entitled at that point will only be selfish because you don't know what they're going through. Now, in Nigeria, for instance, there's so much levity on a lot of things. There's so many bills we escape. But out there, you pay for everything. So you make a lot of money and pay more than 70 to 80% in bills. You have 20% to take care of yourself and immediate needs. Sometimes you don't have leftovers to send down. And that's why in Nigeria, you do one job and you're fine. But abroad, you hear people do 2, 3, 4 jobs, working around the clock just to be able to meet up paying bills and all of that. So if you sit down here just by mere fact that the person is over there and feel entitled, then you will not be reasonable with your, entitlement mentality, including if you're the one that sent that person abroad.
Unlike from the night, you say waiting.
Including that, because you should be able to go back into finding out how this person is faring. You should be able to, put yourself in this person's shoe and talk to that point where you understand the level and position of this person out there before you begin to make either reasonable or unreasonable demands.